Excavation Profits Podcast by Excavation Marketing Pros. Interviews with successful excavation and septic business owners, revealing how they market and grow their business in today's economy. Hear directly from the most successful leaders in your business and discover what they're doing to keep their phone ringing, equipment running, and businesses booming. Now your host, Scott Andreessen.
We're going to go ahead and get started here right on time. Want to give a shout out. We should have a pretty well packed house. A lot of people registered for this AI automation workshop for excavation and septic pros. What's up, Ryan, Sam, Steve, both Steves. So I'm going to go ahead and dive right in. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Okay. So go ahead and type a 1 in the Q&A box. That's how we can communicate. Just let me know that you guys can hear me okay if you could type a 1. This workshop is how to scale leads and appointments with AI and automation, specifically for excavation and septic contractors. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Now, who is this for? This is strictly for excavation and septic pros looking to bring in high-value jobs online for dirt work and septic services like excavation, demolition, land lot clearing, forestry mulching, concrete flat work, large pond construction, septic installs, pumping and other services for septic, bush hawking, sewer repairs, full site prep, grading, utilities, etc. Why is it important that you guys take time out of your busy day and be on this Zoom call? Well, AI, I think we can all agree, has transformed our lives forever, and it's here to stay. Your potential customers are using AI assistants like ChatGPT and Claude already to research about the projects that they want to hire you for. And more importantly, they're researching local contractors in your area that they're going to potentially hire. They're able to use these assistants online to cut through the noise and eliminate, surfing through ads and things like that, and just go straight to the source and get information they need. And also, automation and AI go hand in hand from a sales and marketing perspective for your businesses. So let's take a look at the facts. 78% of customers buy from the first company to respond, according to Lead Connect. You're 100 times more likely to reach a lead if you respond in 5 minutes versus 30 minutes. That's from Harvard Business Review. Conversion rates drop by 8x if you wait more than 5 minutes. Only 7% of companies respond to leads within 5 minutes. The average response time across all industries is 42 hours. So, quick show of hands, how many of you are responding to leads within 5 minutes? Give me a 1 in the Q&A box if you're that fast. Otherwise, contact rates drop by 10x in the first hour. So, that gives you some food for thought. All right, Steve's on the ball. So he's getting to them in under 5 minutes. Good job. So for most folks, you're out running crews, right? You are busy being the owner operator. You've got a lot on your plate. And so it's not always possible. Even your admin, they're busy in the office doing things where someone fills out a form, someone needs help, they're not able to get to them within 5 minutes. So today we're going to reveal some major secrets of how top contractors in excavation and septic are dominating their local markets using AI and then automating the process of bringing in high value leads and jobs like clockwork. And I'm going to show you how you can do it too. So in this workshop, you'll learn the same successful strategies that other septic, wastewater, and excavation contractors are using with their marketing to generate dramatic changes in their businesses and lives. Here's a look at some tracking. We do track results in our CRM. Here's a client tracking 2.57 million worth of sales bids in their pipeline, largely in part to automation and AI. Here's another one tracking 433,000. Here's another one tracking 805,000. I can tell you guys that without the AI and automation, they would not be getting these results. Here's another one tracking 13,000 in ad spend with revenue of $48,000. If we did not have AI and automation in place, they would not be getting these results. Here's another one, tracking from Google Local Services, 31,000 ad spend, 164,000 in invoices. Google pay-per-click, 9,000 in ad spend, nearly 60,000 in invoices. For organic SEO, $178,000. Largely, this is in part due to the automations I'm going to show you and how AI is interacting with these leads so they don't go anywhere else. So this is the accelerated growth model of getting leads, maximizing and optimizing your results. And if you've been following along with us each month, Excavation Marketing Pros is dedicated to the success of excavation and septic businesses. And these are what we've identified as 9 clear steps to triple your sales by getting your internet marketing right. That includes driving leads through organic, paid sources, and referral sources of your database, maximizing the conversions from your website using your online reputation, automation, and AI, which we're going to cover today, and then optimizing those results by refining and tweaking so you're not having to spend as much money, you're lowering your cost per lead and cost per customer, and you're seeing a high return on investment. So I do need your attention, please. Turn off your cell phones, close out any extra tabs. If you're serious about getting better results for your excavation or septic business online, the next 60 minutes are going to make all the difference in the world for you. Now, by the way, we do have a helpful resources link here. And this one includes a free mastermind group where we offer a lot of free training docs, free tools. We have expert interviews in there and a whole lot more. If you're interested in that, you can go to excavationmarketingpros.com/quick links. And there is a button on there for free mastermind, and you can join our excavation and septic success network. All right, so let's get into it. Who am I? Why should you listen to me? Well, I've got 15 years experience in digital marketing. I've been an expert speaker at NAURA as of 2024, and then they invited me back to come this October of this year. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully I see you all there. There I am in the bottom right speaking at NAURA last October. I am also a published author. This was my first book, Excavation and Septic Internet Marketing Profits. That one came out a few years ago. We only serve excavation and septic businesses, so we know this space like no other. And we've successfully launched hundreds of websites and marketing campaigns, proving that what I'm going to show you really works. And I've got another book that just came out a couple weeks ago, excavation and septic leads, your playbook for turning strangers into ready-to-buy clients. That one is fully updated. That's got our complete playbook in there. It goes over AI, automation extensively. And so check that out. And we work with some of the top contractors in North America. So I'm going to show you how to obtain high 6- and 7-figure results using AI and automation. Here are some of the contractors that we work with. And you don't need to be a client, of course, to get value or to execute on the strategies that I'm going to share with you today. You can use these AI and automation strategies today to bring in new leads and customers for your business. And so through decades of trial and error, we've learned what works and what doesn't. So the image on the left shows leads coming into a pipeline. That's always nice to see. That's a lifeblood of a business. And then the right image, of course, shows someone holding burning cash. And when your marketing isn't working, that's a lot really what it feels like, right? So my promise to you is by the end of this full webinar, you'll have a complete understanding of best practices, how to maximize AI and automation for your business. So you guys can bring in ideal excavation and septic jobs, pre-qualified leads, maximize your efficiency, speed up your sales process. That's what we're going to be discussing today. And our mission at Excavation Marketing Pros is to triple the sales of 500 excavation and septic companies. So what are the biggest challenges when it comes to marketing? Go ahead and type in the Q&A box what you personally feel are the biggest challenges in your client acquisition process for your business. Take a moment to do that, please. Type in the Q&A box and I'll be able to see. This is a lot more fun, folks, if we keep it interactive. There's 2 ways we can do this. I talk, maybe you get something out of it, maybe you fall asleep, or we kind of keep it interactive and go back and forth. Thomas says, not knowing the customer. I can see that, sure, especially a lot of excavation and septic contractors rely on word of mouth business. And, you know, those, of course, are the best leads when they're referred from a friend, a family member, or another customer. But as we know, that's really not too scalable. And so that is definitely a challenge to overcome. Sure. Steve says finding quality customers. Absolutely. That, you know, the leads come in. It's not the quantity of leads. A lot of you guys are running multiple crews. You are staying busy. You are booked. It's getting the right jobs, getting the right leads, for sure. Another Steve, the most difficult part of getting sales is spending money and not knowing if it will work. Yeah, that leap of faith. That leap of faith, absolutely. I agree. So I appreciate that, guys. We're going to dive into these and solve some of those problems. Thomas says also, time, not having enough. Well, you're in the right place for that, because one of the biggest benefits, in my opinion, is the AI and the automation is all about saving time. So we're going to dive into that. We're going to do a deep dive today. So not enough leads, of course, low quality leads. Leads cost too high with a little return on investment. We kind of touched upon these. Lack of clear tracking for return on investment. You guys really pretty much voiced all these same concerns, right? Too many options to choose from is another thing we hear. There's so many marketing options out there. Which are good, which are bad. So I'm hoping we can cut through the noise today and just show you what works. So, the thing is lead flow really the problem with all the resources that you guys got, from SEO to local service ads to Thumbtack, your website, Google Ads, Instagram, Home Advisor, Angie, Facebook. Is bringing in the leads really the problem anymore? So we're going to tackle this. This is part of our 2025 internet marketing plan, and I believe one of the biggest pieces, if not the biggest piece, of the overall marketing puzzle. And each month, for those of you that follow along, we go over everything to make your online marketing profitable and successful. We go over the SEO, paid ads, retargeting, online paid directories, using your customers as a referral source, pay per lead models, social advertising, referral programs. We go over it all. So each month, you guys can come on these workshops with me, and we'll tackle these one by one to make your marketing and sales system successful. So one of the biggest problems facing excavation and septic contractors is unconverted leads. That they come in, people don't get to them in time, and that lead has gone somewhere else. So here's why. That leads, if they're not followed up within 5 minutes, they go cold. The odds of you getting back that lead after 5 minutes are drastically reduced. It's really hard at that point. The average customer must be followed up with 5 to 7 times before booking an appointment. That's another thing that we see. These are industry stats, guys. How many of you follow up with your leads 5 to 7 times before booking an appointment? Type in the Q&A if you're doing that. I know we had one superstar. I believe it was Steve. You're following up in 5 minutes. But are any of you actually following up with a full 5 to 7 times? Steve's saying 2 or 3. Okay. So the other thing is, today's consumer prefers to interact through text message, phone call, or email. So I think, as humans, 5 to 7 times, that may seem a little persistent. That may seem aggressive for some, but these are the stats. And so a lot of that can be done through AI and automation to hit those touch points of the 5 to 7. So as a result, here's the problem, is that 50 to 60% of inbound leads leave unconverted. 90% of all web forms fail to convert due to the time lag between the follow-up. So these are the problems that we're solving for today. So what we can do to fix this is automate where you can to convert more leads to site visits. And you guys can use today's sophisticated AI technology to answer pre-sale questions, collect lead contact information using all the platforms. Your web chat will do this. There's tools for that. Google Business Profile, that one actually they just recently got rid of, so it won't work for that. But Instagram, you can do that. Facebook, text message will integrate now with AI and automation. And so it's pretty much set up to do this on all major platforms now. You can leverage marketing automation to follow up with your web forms within the first couple minutes of submission. reaching out to them by phone, by email, and text message. And then you can automate the follow-up so that every prospect is touched 5+ times and able to engage through two-way text messaging. And then you use automation with appointment reminders, sales invoices to QuickBooks, collection of deposits, and so on. So I just want to show you guys some simple math of what it looks like when we talk about converting leads and how this sets you up to win. Let's say that the number of leads that you guys get online is 100. Maybe they're coming from paid ads, your website, local service ads, Facebook, and so on, but you're getting in 100. We'll say you're converting 20% of those. You're not using any sort of automated or AI follow-ups. You're doing this all manually. Total jobs booked, 20. 100 leads times 20% is 20 booked jobs. Your average ticket, we'll say, is $20,000. So that is 20 jobs times 20,000 is $400,000. Now, if we take the same number of leads, but we can increase your conversion rate simply by adding in AI and automation like I show you today, we increase your conversion rate to 60%. We're tripling it. Using AI and automation, now you're booking 60 jobs because you're able to get in touch with those people right away. That turns into 60 booked jobs. Your average ticket, again, 20,000. But now, because you are converting more leads to site visits and appointments, the 60 jobs times 20,000 becomes 1.2 million. So that is how you win. That's the basic math of it all. Makes every lead more valuable. So, any key takeaways so far? We're still getting into the meat and potatoes, but anything that you guys want to share so far in the Q&A, go right ahead. And if you have questions or anything like that, go ahead and type them into the Q&A box. We can do a little Q&A session as well. So these are the biggest challenges facing excavation and septic contractors today. You're going to discover how to convert more leads and maximize your return on investment at the highest level possible. So step one, engage how your customers want to engage. How we see that specifically for excavation and septic is they reach out 4 ways. We see the initial contact by chat, which could be Messenger, Instagram, website, some sort of a chat. We see them call. We see them fill out a contact form. And then the other way is, of course, a web chat on the website. Those are the ways that we see people reach out for excavation and septic work. The next step 2 is to follow up quickly. And then 3 is to leverage the automation. So the ideal outcome in your strategy is every lead gets an email and SMS within 30 seconds of submission. You might want to write that down. And they get a call from someone at your company within 5 minutes. Every lead is followed up with at least 7 times via email, text message, and phone until they book or they tell you they're not interested. And then AI is incorporated at the beginning stages of the sales funnel to weed out non-qualified leads. Okay, so the jobs you don't want to do, you can actually train the AI bot to ask what type of job it is to make sure you're filtering for that. I'm going to show you how some of that works here today. You can also, in the initial stages, filter things out in a contact form, such as the type of project they want, the budget, how soon they're looking to start, some basic pre-qualifying questions that before it gets to you. So when you do this, this diagram here is an automation AI process. Okay, and as you can see, there's quite a bit to it. But the back end flow chart of what this looks like, it gets handled in literally seconds. So let's see it in action. So here is an AI chat. Now this was hooked up to a client's website. So you go to it and it's 100% powered by AI. And we've got clients collecting 10, 20, 30 leads a month from one AI widget on their website. No other direct traffic, no other boost to the website. Literally just take an AI robot, stick it on your website, and with your existing traffic, see what it will do. So this one, he says, "Hi, I live in Grant Park. I'm having a problem with my septic. I would like someone to come out and give me an estimate to fix it." Okay, so we can see early on that this looks like it's going to be for a septic installation or repair job. The AI then says, "Hey there, we can definitely help with your septic issue in Grant Park. Can I get your full name and phone number so we can arrange an estimate?" So this whole moment here is, look, mom, no hands, right? The AI is taken over. This person probably has no idea that they're speaking with an AI bot on the website, okay? But it's doing something very important, is A, it's not making that person wait. None of us want to wait. We want instant gratification thanks to Amazon. So they're starting the interaction and the AI is collecting their information. Then it gets their name, "Thanks, Jim." And the AI bot says, "Could you also provide me your phone number, and a team member will call you soon to set up a visit. If you have a preferred time for the call, let me know." Then the lead, you can see they give their full name, their phone number. "Thanks, Jim. A team member will call you soon. If you have a preferred time, let me know." Now, if the lead gives a time, the bot will go ahead and book a time to set up the appointment where your office admin or your sales team can then call them at that time instead of playing the game of chase. So it's a two-step. And I think it's important you guys understand the process is that this stranger that's reaching out to you, first things first is you want to collect them as a lead and help them so they don't get impatient and go to your competitor. And if you set an appointment with them of a specified time for a call, then you've already taken them off the table, because usually the first responder wins. So you've already taken them off the market if you can secure that appointment up front. So it doesn't have to be straight to site visit. It can be, let's set up a call, a quick call. I will call you at this time. This way you're not chasing leads, because no one likes chasing leads. No problem, Thomas. See you soon. So here's how to use AI. It's 100% effective for website chats, form fills, your Facebook Messenger, your Instagram. People want near instant replies and don't want to wait, and AI is just perfect for this. People also want self-service, and we are moving more and more in this direction. I just got back from a major conference, an agency conference in Miami last week, where the top digital marketing agency CEOs and experts all met. And some of the expert speakers, one of which was Marcus Sheridan, author of They Ask You Answer. You guys may be familiar with him. But everything is switching to this self-service model. And you guys are going to be seeing more and more of this over the next couple years. That your pricing information, your setting up of appointments is going to be largely automated. And I know some people might say, well, that human interaction, I like giving people the human interaction. That's great. Keep doing that. But if it's costing you sales and new jobs because people want the self-service model, then you may want to look into this. So that's one thing that they brought up. How I would recommend you use it is in your initial sales filter to collect information from potential customers about the work they want, when they want it, their name and their phone number, and so on. And then you can also use the AI for customer service, for frequently asked questions and things like that, or to direct people to correct departments in your business. So here's how to automate with AI. You can schedule callbacks. You can book appointments with it. I'm going to show you a demo here in a little bit of a live demo of an outbound call. You can also use the AI to request reviews on your Google and Facebook platforms. And then you can use it to send them links such as web forms, appointment calendars, and so on. So a lot of this stuff removes the heavy lifting off of your team, that you could just have AI be sending them out the information. And making decisions such as sending requests for payments, all this can be done with AI. And some of you, that are maybe new to this AI and automation stuff, I think might be skeptical. For myself, that's been working with it now for the past few years, it's become commonplace that you can trust it not as a tool. A lot of people think of AI as a tool. It's not a tool. It's an assistant that if any of you have spent any time working with, like, say, ChatGPT, you can put it on voice mode and just talk to it like it's a person, like it's your friend, and it will talk back and forth. And it is very human-like, very human-like. So I think it takes using the assistant. In fact, I would make that some of your homework. If you're serious about this and getting results with AI and automation, go to ChatGPT. It's free, and start chatting with the assistant in voice mode. Choosing to automate other tasks like creating a bid or a proposal can be done with AI. The options are endless. In fact, you can, we were just talking about ChatGPT a moment ago. You can analyze PDF files, spreadsheets. You can literally upload your profit and loss from QuickBooks. I would remove any identifying information. There's a disclaimer, but you can upload that to, say, ChatGPT. It will analyze it and give you a thorough rundown of your business. It's amazing. So here's some pro tips. It must be trained properly or it won't work. So if you're serious about getting this invested and into operation for your business, it is a garbage in, garbage out thing that you must train it. And I'm going to show you how to train it. And that is automated, okay? But it must be trained properly. So you can train your AI assistant based on your website. It will crawl through all your pages to learn about you. You can feed it Google Docs. You can feed it PDFs, spreadsheets. You can give it links. You can upload files. And this is how you train your AI assistant. So it becomes very aware of who you are, who your business is, what are your values. It's a true assistant. Garbage in, garbage out. You can train it on all your internal documents. We went over that. You can specify its tone. You can specify its sense of humor by telling it, act as if you're Jim Carrey, and it will take on that persona. So if you followed up with all of your leads using AI and automation, do you believe that you would convert more of them? Give me a 1 in the Q&A box if you think that's possible. I'm seeing some ones. Yep, absolutely. Of course it is. So how do you guys take the next step and implement this into your business? So what you need to do is, first off, identify your marketing that you're using. Steve and Ryan are giving 1s. Appreciate it, guys. So whatever you're using marketing wise, whether it's search engine optimization, AdWords, Facebook, your website, you want to look for places where there's lag time or inefficiency. It could be when, people fill out a form on your website. Is it taking more than 5 minutes, more than 5 hours on average for someone to get back to them? That's a good place for automation and AI. Are you getting low quality leads that you call them up and they're clearly not a fit? That's a good place to put in some AI filtering. And so let me show you one application here on a website. So this client is using an AI chat widget on their site that appears in the right corner. And it just simply says, enter your question below, and a representative will get right back to you. And so this starts the process of collecting web traffic and getting their name and phone number and qualifying them. And you can train your AI a series of questions that you want to ask about the job. Okay? So for instance, if you're doing septic installations, a lot of excavation guys are doing septic, right? And you would want to know things perhaps up front of where they're at in the buying process. Like, do they have a design already? Do they have a permit? Would they need assistance with the design and permit? These are things you may want to know up front, because if they have a design and permit, then they're what? They're hot, right? They're ready to go. If not, they're not as hot, but maybe you have another service you can offer them. But in any case, right, the AI can help you qualify these up front. And when it collects this information, like in this chat widget, it puts it all in their contact record in your CRM. So now you know everything about Betsy Sue. You know she's got a design. You know she's got a permit. You've collected all the information. And the AI will do this. It will do it very well. And that's it. They just type in the chat and you let the AI take over. You can link it to specials. So they click on a button, maybe they fill out a form. So what I'm showing is how bigger the AI and the automations. So they click on the button, they get a form like this. After they fill out this form, you could have some pre-qualifying questions on the form. That's one way. Another way I'm going to show you is a more advanced way of you keep the form simple, okay, which is going to do what? It's going to create more volume. And then you have an AI voice bot call them and do the rest of the qualifying. That's another way to do it. Then the magic happens. All this stuff in the background, the technical bits, fires in seconds. So very complex actions and workflows are sending text messages, sending emails, triggering calls to call a person to book an appointment. As leads come in, the automation and AI gets to work on autopilot. You can see here are leads coming in. It's showing where they came from in the right corner, form fill organic or LSA or Google ad. It's all being tracked. And then here's what the AI and the automation does. First, the AI responds back by email. Hey, Jason, got your quote request. We're on it. So right away, we're creating, remember there was 5 to 7 touch points before booking an appointment or closing the job. So there's one. They're also getting a text message. Hi, Jason, just letting you know we got your quote request. We're on it. I'll be in touch very soon with the details. We are also tracking, okay, so how did we even get this lead? In this case, we could see it was through organic SEO. They clicked onto that web page link. And then we have the attribution of where that came from, which was organic SEO through Google. This is all done through AI and automation. So who wants to see this in action of like a voice AI? How would that work of a voice AI? So someone fills out a form and then a voice AI bot calls them, pre-qualifies, books an appointment. Would any of you guys like to see that? Type a 1 in the Q&A box if that would interest you. Steve's given a 1. All right. Let's do it. So I'll show you a live demo. Let me turn the ringer on my phone. We'll fill out a form on a website and get it to call us. And let's just see how it goes, shall we? I gotta sneeze. Okay, I'm gonna fight through it. Hello.
Hi, Scott. My name's Scott, the AI bot with Bob's Excavation and Septic. I just got a form from you requesting a free septic consultation. My job's to quickly help you with that. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds okay.
Great, thanks. Do you have a couple of minutes to chat right now?
Sure. What's up?
Awesome, thanks. To help us better assist you, can you confirm if you're the property owner where the septic system will be installed?
Yeah, my wife and I own the property.
Perfect, thank you. To get a better idea of your project, how many bedrooms will the home have?
4.
Great, thanks for letting me know. One more quick question. If we can help and the septic solution meets all your conditions of satisfaction, including price, when would you want to start?
I mean, if it all looks good, we can get going on it right away.
That's perfect, thank you. I can have one of our septic specialists give you a call to walk through everything and answer all your questions. Would that work for you?
Yeah, but I mean, can you tell me a little bit about what it's going to cost? Just ballpark it?
That's a great question. I'm not a specialist, so I don't want to give you the wrong info. Our specialist will be able to look at your details and give you a much better ballpark when you chat. Would you like to schedule a call with them to go over your specific project and get that estimate? What day and time would work best for you?
I mean, what do you have later on today or tomorrow?
This will just take a sec. Here are a few slots we have open. Today at 4 p.m., today at 4:30 p.m., tomorrow at 9 a.m. Do any of those work for you?
You said you got one at 4 p.m.?
Yes, we have an opening today at 4 p.m. Would you like me to book that time for you?
Yeah, let's do it.
One moment. You're all set. Our septic specialist will call you today at 4 p.m. I have scheduled your appointment, and you will get a text and email reminder. Thanks for your time, and goodbye for now.
I appreciate it. Bye. All right. So what do you guys think? How robotic did it sound to you, or did it sound human? And does the voice sound a little familiar to any of you? Steve says, that's amazing. You're welcome, Sam. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, so the technology is amazing. I mean, AI is just, it's here to stay. It's just going to get better. It's changing all of our lives forever. And so we can either choose to fear it or embrace it and use it to our advantage to simplify our lives and businesses. And so I think that the pros definitely outweigh the cons. And especially if we look at the sales statistics, that we need to be following up within 5 minutes or we lose the lead and the job. And, you know, the first responder to the lead is usually going to win and get the job, just because everyone's busy and they don't want the hassle of dealing with a bunch of contractors. So the AI and automation does an excellent job at solving those problems. And I mean, ideally, if we could have a human be on the spot, be very responsible, not come in hungover, not come in with emotional baggage from the day before the fight with the spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, you know, that would be ideal. The next best thing is automation and AI, because I think we can agree that was pretty smooth. And I even tried tripping it up a little bit, right? With, you know, what's this going to cost? Because that's going to be common. So hopefully you guys found that helpful. I wanted to show you kind of what's possible for excavation and septic right now, so you guys get an idea of how that works. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get back to our slides here. So the important thing is, no matter where you're getting your leads from, all the different channels that are out there, you can use tools like this to follow up with them and convert more of those leads. That's the trick, is if you can convert more leads into site visits, you're going to convert more jobs and more sales. So I think the key things I want you guys to remember here in this workshop is speed is king. So leads that are not followed up within 5 minutes run the high risk of going cold. And I think just we have to erase that mindset that, oh, wow, if I follow up within a minute, like they're going to think I'm super aggressive, that's going to turn them off. Not really, because in my opinion, and the studies show that you're literally getting in touch with them at the exact moment they showed interest. They took the initiative to send you a text message, to fill out a contact form. They did that. And so you are following up with them and doing your due diligence and serving them, giving them what all humans seem to want, which is what? Instant gratification, right? They want it now. They want self-service. So a follow-up within 5 minutes is 21 times more effective than calling after 30 minutes at closing the sale. 50% of leads go with the vendor that responds first. Statistics have shown us that 98% of all text messages are opened, and 95% of text messages are opened and responded to within 3 minutes of being delivered. So, show of hands, will this make you more money? Will using this technology help you convert more of your leads to grow your business? If you think so, please give me a 1 in the Q&A. I'm getting some ones. Yep. So it's simple. Increase your conversions and you increase your sales, guys. So this was the conversion metrics I showed you before off 100 leads, that off 20%, you're closing $400,000 worth of jobs. That's 20 jobs times 20,000. If you guys convert more using automation and AI, you can literally triple that, and that would be 60 booked jobs. Same average ticket, 20,000, but the revenue goes up. 60 jobs times 20,000 is 1.2 million. Now, to have a successful marketing campaign that's consistently driving leads and a return on investment, we believe, and we've seen the best approach is a comprehensive one. So that includes automation and AI, a website that's built to convert, proactive search engine optimization, providing value-added content that answers all your customer questions, focusing on the online reviews and reputation, that you can actually use AI and automation to increase the number of reviews that you're getting, as well as respond back to those reviews. We let AI handle both of those. It works phenomenally well. And a major signal, for instance, to Google on rankings is review frequency, which goes both ways. That's customers leaving you reviews and the owner responding back to those reviews. And a major missed opportunity that we see with businesses is that they'll get the review, but they don't take the time to respond back. And that's a major trust signal to Google that right there can help get you into the 3-pack. But that's a whole nother story. Strategic pay-per-click campaign or paid ads with remarketing. Doing your social posting, email marketing to your list, precision tracking and measurement of your sales KPIs, which are going to be your leads, your cost per lead, and of course, your return on investment. And then gaining fast traffic and getting an SEO boost from YouTube and TikTok. So that's pretty much it. I want to thank you all for your time. Would you like some help? Let me know. You can go ahead and type a 1 in the Q&A, and we can reach out, set up a call, and help answer any questions you might have with the automation and AI. You can also schedule a call for more info by going to excavationmarketingpros.com/schedule. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Ryan. And you can also choose to email scott@excavationmarketingpros.com. All righty. So that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for your time.
Hey there, excavation pros. If you enjoyed today's podcast, make sure to like and subscribe to our podcast and channel. Leave us your feedback and let us know how we did. And hey, if you're interested in taking your excavation or septic business to the next level online, make sure you visit excavationmarketingpros.com today and take advantage of our free resources and mastermind group for excavation and septic industry professionals.